Our next guest, if you guys have been in the Facebook groups, you probably have seen him talk about Facebook ads specifically. He's really impressed me and a lot of others about how he's truly tapped Facebook advertising. He did a blog post about how he generated $80,000 in sales from Facebook ads. Shelby Craig is the owner and CEO of Rocket Shirts, and he's here to really talk about his process and how you guys can apply some of these principles he's used to kind of clear up the gray area around some of these social advertising and online advertising. Come on, Shelby. Thank you.
Well, let's, who's ready to make some money? Right? We have a timeshare presentation afterwards, so we're glad you guys are here. And we'll get you guys plugged into that. You guys full? See, here's the deal. You guys ate lunch, and now you're in a carb coma, and I got to wake you up. You all right? You got to get it going, got to get exciting. And so, in the words of Cardi B, let's make some money. All right? That was a bad one. Well, hey, yeah, my name is Shelby Craig. I cannot tell you what to do right today, but I will tell you what I have done wrong, and maybe you can learn from those mistakes. I am going to give you some things today that if you grab hold of these, everything else has been practical about shipping and about branding. Let's make some money. All right? Those things are important, but at the end of the day, we're in business to make money, correct? We're not in the business of being busy. We're in the business of making money. The machines aren't making noise. They're not making money. You can put that in your shop. It's good. So, that's what we're going to talk about today. I think they gave me a clicker. All those things are good. Shipping makes you money because you're shipping products out. Branding is so important. Matt did a great job. Someone asked about a book on branding somewhere up there. Story Brand. Fantastic book. If you haven't read it, it will do an amazing, amazing job of helping you brand and tell your story. More importantly, telling your client's story through social media and things like that. What's that? Don Miller. Yeah, he wrote a book called Blue Light Jazz back in the day, and then he wrote a marketing business book. Fantastic. So, all right. All right. That's me and my wife. That's in our brand new location. We just moved in there at the beginning of May. It was pretty exciting. We expanded. I have been in the print industry for, this is my 17th year. I've been doing printing in some capacity. I've been doing Facebook marketing and regular marketing, print marketing for a long time. I started working for our competitor in town for about 5 years. I took them from about $200,000 in sales to $1.3 million in sales in about 11 months. And then they kept saying no to all my ideas, and so I said, peace out, sauerkraut. And so we started Rocket Shirts. They were quoting people 4 to 6 weeks out, and so I wanted to start a company that did things in days, not weeks. And so we launched Rocket Shirts with that mentality. Our standard turnaround is 3 to 5 business days. If we can't get it done then, we're not going to do it at all. All right? We work in the urgency. We work in the speed. We work long hours. We make sure that we get shirt done and make sure it happens. All right? So, this is me and my wife. This is at our grand opening. She's beautiful. She makes me look good. This is my family. Before you judge me, just hang on. This is my family. I got 4 beautiful daughters. The one on the far right is my oldest biological daughter. The one in the middle is my youngest biological daughter. The one on the bottom left, that's Bella. She is in between those two. And then the girl on the left, that's my one-night stand. I'm just kidding. This is my foster daughter right here. My other foster daughter, her name's Sierra. She is 16 years old. They called us in September of last year and said, hey, can you have a 24-hour placement? We said, absolutely, and you know what today is. So it's been a long journey with her. She's fantastic. She's beautiful. And we love being foster parents. We get the opportunity to adopt Bella on the bottom left in the next 8 weeks. We just got to court, we get to adopt her, and so that's my family. This is why I do what I do. These are my girls. I have no men in the family. My dog was a man. He is becoming more and more girly every single day. It's bad. So there's no testosterone in my home, so that's why I stay at work sometimes to make things happen, to be around other men so we can grunt and hit each other. Those are my girls, and this is why I do what I do. This is my why. If you don't have a why, you better figure it out. Because if you ain't got a why, you ain't got a business. So here's what we got going on. We're going to talk about Facebook marketing, okay? And we're going to talk about Facebook marketing from a 30,000-foot view. And so I can't dig into everybody's situations. I thought, well, let me create an ad for someone here in this room and let's make them some money tomorrow. But then that wouldn't be fair for the other 99 of you. And so I want to give you a 30,000-foot view of Facebook marketing. And so we can dig in a little bit deeper. I do believe, Bruce, that we have I'm going to be in a workshop tomorrow. You said yes, and then you said no, and yes. I don't really know. Yeah? Okay. So you can ask me all the questions that you want. If you want to ask me questions later, I'm here all night. I'm by myself. I have no one to answer to, not even my wife this week. And so I can stay as long as you want to answer your questions. But today we're going to talk about Facebook marketing. So again, think about this from a 30,000-foot view. Raise your hand if you do Facebook marketing now. Raise your hand if you spent $100 on Facebook marketing. $200. Raise your hand if you spent $10,000. Let's go big. Go home. I knew you guys did. I get targeted by you guys all the time. To be fair, if you don't know Justin with Oklahoma Shirt Company, I'm actually a subscriber of Oklahoma Shirt Company. I've never been to Oklahoma. I just love you guys. So I wear the shirt, and it's great. So my pastor is from Oklahoma, and I give shirts to him, and I keep some. And anyway, so if you haven't met those guys, you're going to hear from him tomorrow. So $10,000. Anyone spent $5,000? Everybody's hand went down. Okay. Raise your hand if you have a consistent campaign that you do on a regular basis on Facebook. You have a marketing strategy for Facebook. 1. We got a long ways to go. All right. So maybe this is not irrelevant for you. Let's talk about how Facebook works, okay? Facebook is a business and their objective is to generate profit. Is that your objective too?
Yes.
Yes. Whoa. Is that your objective too?
Yes.
Okay. If not, we can go down to Starbucks and just drink coffee because we're here to make money, all right? Their business model is to generate profit. How do they do that? To keep people on the platform as much as possible. And how do they do that? By showing ads that get clicks. Here's the deal. If you don't click an ad, Facebook doesn't make any money. They started out free. That was great. They got you hook, line, and sinker, right? It's like a bad drug. They got you. You checked it like the refrigerator, knowing nothing's in it, but you still open the door. You get in there. You're like, man. Then they're like, hey, look at these ads. You're like, hey, I ain't ever seen that product before. And you start clicking. Then you ever been down that rabbit hole? You're on Facebook, you're checking your feed, then you see an ad, you're like, well, I never used that product before. I have never used a scalp massager while shampooing my hair. And you click that, and you're like, well, look at this product. And you're like, oh my God. Next thing you know, you spent $200 on Amazon for nothing that you originally clicked. Just me? Okay, just making sure. But that's how they make money, all right? To keep you on the platform, to show ads that get clicks. And if they get clicks, then, let me click that. How they have to make sure that the ad is good. So here's the deal. How does Facebook determine if an ad is good? It's called click-through rates, all right? Number of clicks divided by number of times the ad is displayed equals your CTR percentage or your click-through rates, all right? Personal or business click-through rates runs this world. Every single day. Amazon thrives off of it. I feel like we talked about Amazon way too much, by the way. But we keep going back to it. Walmart runs off of it. Best Buy runs off of it. I bought something at Best Buy yesterday in the airport because I was in the airport for 11 and a half hours just waiting on my plane to get there. And I ran out of battery and all my cables were in my suitcase. And so I went and spent $80 on a power bank at a Best Buy kiosk, put my email address in, and guess what I have been getting today? Yep. Facebook marketing for Best Buy. It was this world and YouTube. Let's talk about two advertisers. Advertiser A showed an ad to 100 people, 2 people clicked. This gives you a CTR of 2%. If the advertiser pays Facebook an average of $1 per click, how much money has Facebook made?
$2.
Very good. Number 2, advertiser B shows an ad to 100 people as well. 5 people click. CTR equals 5%. If advertiser pays Facebook an average of $1, then the revenue Facebook makes off of 100 people is how much?
$5.
Who is Facebook going to show? Whose ad is Facebook going to show more?
B.
Why?
Makes more money.
But why is it making more money?
More percentage.
More percentage. It's got a higher content. It's a better ad. It's more relevant. People are resonating with it. The more comments, the more engagement, the more clicking you do, Facebook will do this. And Facebook could even offer this ad right here at 75 cents a click and still make more money than the other person that only had 2 clicks. And that's how that works. And oftentimes, Facebook will charge advertiser B 75 cents and then can boost the other person that only got 2 clicks $1.25, and now they're even making more money. Dang, Facebook. It's all about click-through rate. It's all about relevancy. It's all about how good your ad is to make sure that you're talking to the right person. I just talked to a man just a second ago, and he was like, I keep getting ads from a shop right down the road. I'm already a customer. Do you ever see ads and you're like, you missed that one? Hey, come do yoga. No. I am not your target market for yoga. All right? I'm just not. Eating bacon? Absolutely. There's a bacon, I got targeted for a bacon fest, and it was like preaching to the choir. I'm like, hallelujah. I just keep clicking. I love it. I'm hoping bacon comes through the screen. All right? So, advertiser B will always win. Advertiser B will always be showed more often, and advertiser A will always spend more money per click. Every single time. So ingredient number 1, 2, converting clicks to customer is to make sure that we have a relevant audience. The only way to get a high click-through rate is to show the right ad to the right people at the right time. So what does this mean? Well, here's what it means. If we're selling Madden 2018 to people, who do we want to show the ads to? Not anyone that bought Tiger Woods. Is he still relevant? Let's make Tiger great again, okay? I mean, selling Madden 2018 to people who bought Madden 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014. Yeah. That's how you become relevant, right? We don't want to show an ad to someone that doesn't play video games. Why would you do that? I'm going to convert them. No, you're not. If they're not playing video games now, they won't be playing video games then. So why are we spending money showing people video game ads when they don't need to be showing video game ads? Identify who you already do business with and who you want to do business with in the future. Write that down. I already do business with these people, and I want to do business with these people. Did you know that Facebook will allow you to take your email list? Raise your hand if you have an email list. If it's in, raise your hand if it's in QuickBooks. How many emails? Raise your hand if you got 5,000 emails. Okay? Anybody got 10,000 emails? Oklahoma Shirt Company got like 15, 30,000 emails. You got a ton of emails. If you haven't listened to this podcast on, he's going to talk about it tomorrow. It's genius what they do. It's beautiful. Sorry, I keep singling you out. Maybe you'll go on a bro date later. All right. Do you have? Who's got like 20,000 emails? I know you do, Ryan. Just put your hand up. I know you do. All right, you got tons. Here's the deal. Facebook will allow you to upload your email list and only target those people. And guess what they also let you do? They also let you create what they call a custom lookalike. And then you can take those 5,000 emails that you just have, and you can create a lookalike audience of the top 1% of people that look exactly like your customer. Do you think your ads would be relevant? Do you think you're speaking their love language when you put an ad out that's just because you know your customer and you know them well? And Facebook says, hey, give us money, we'll work hard for you. We want your money. We're going to make this for you. Give us your email list. We'll give you another list of the top 1% of people in the United States. Our email list, just off of a 5,000 email list, generated 2.1 million people in the United States that look exactly like my customer. Isn't that nuts? Is there that many people in the United States? I mean, I don't even know what our population is. That blew my mind. There's that many people on Facebook that look exactly like my customer. And then here's the cool thing about it, is you can put your zip code in. And for us in Nashville, you can put in 37129, which is, I live in a suburb called Murfreesboro. And now I'm targeting the exact same people that look exactly like my customers, only in the zip code that I live in. Come knocking on my door, homie, and give me your money. This is what Facebook does. They want you to spend money. A relevant audience positively affects your CTR and will give you a lower cost per conversion. The more relevant that you are, the less money you're going to spend to reach the people that actually resonate with your product. Here's the deal. The people that don't click your ad matter as much as the people who do. Why? Anyone? Go ahead.
They still see it even though they don't click it.
They don't like your ad. They don't like your product. They don't think you're relevant. The people who don't click your ad almost matter just as much as the people who actually do. Because that means that you're wasting money on people who are not resonating with your brand. And it takes time. It's not easy. It's hard. It's hard. Questions to ask when selecting your audience. Now, don't freak out on this. At the end, you can text in your email, and you'll get this in a nice, beautiful PDF. You don't have to write all this down, okay? If you want to opt in. I mean, you see where I'm going, don't you? All right, so. Questions to ask when selecting your audience. Number 1, gender. Do I want to work with males, females, or both? Or neither? Well, if you got a product that's geared towards dog, maybe it's neither. You really want to market to your dog. Raise your hand if your dog's on Facebook. All right, so then we go back to Exhibit A. Male or female, or both, right? Even if you have a product that's meant for, if you're printing dog t-shirts, and I know there's some of you that do, guilty. We have a DTG machine, we print dog t-shirts a lot. And we charge $30 for it, so if you're not in that market, get on it. But we want to market to the men and women who actually own dogs, right? So, there we go. Age, how old would it be? I said this in my podcast. If you ever listen to my podcast, I'll say it again. And I'm like a broken record sometimes. You will resonate most with people who are within a 10-year window of you. If you're 35 years of age, you will resonate most with people who are 25 to 45. And it's not me just making this crap up. Facebook actually confirms that. When I do ads, I think, okay, I'm going to go outside this. Like we just did an ad this week. I was like, you know what? We're doing a back to school. I want to hit some like 16-year-olds, right? I want to market to some 16-year-olds, and I want to market to their parents. Do you know how many 16-year-olds clicked out of a 10,000 impressions? 0, I can tell you. 0 16-year-olds clicked out of 10,000 impressions. But their parents did. People who were 35 to 45 clicked on that all day long. We made money off of it. 16-year-olds could care less. They're more worried about them, right? Like if I could post an ad that was a mirror, that would be my market for a 16-year-old, right? If you could like look at the screen and see your reflection. Bruce, will you develop that, please? Can you write that code? Okay. Age. How old do you want them to be? Income. Did you know you can target Facebook by an income? I just did a case study with one of our customers. He has a clothing line. He's been with us for a long time. He has decided to be in the shrimp business. Bubba Gump. All right? It's actually called Bubba Gandy Seafood. He's now in the seafood business. I said, Marcellus, why are you in the seafood business? I've always wanted to own a seafood restaurant, but you got a seafood market. He's like, well, you can buy seafood that's cooked. So that makes it a restaurant. No, that makes it a grab and go, right? And I said, how much is your shrimp? He said, $14.99 a pound. I said, goodness gracious. That's some expensive shrimp. He said, it's the best shrimp you ever put in your mouth. I said, prove it. He said, I will. I said, well, good. Like right now, I'm hungry. Drove down, he brought me some shrimp. I was like, you're right, it's the best shrimp I've ever put in my mouth. He said, see? I said, see? I said, who's buying this? He's like, no one. What's your target market? Everybody. Listen, here's a rule of thumb. This is free. It's not on my slides. If you want to know how much you can charge for a product, take the annual salary. I think actually Mark did this on a pricing situation too, in a podcast with Bruce. Let's say you make $50,000 a year. Take off the last 3 zeros, you got 50. Divide that out by 2. That's going to be your target market. You can charge something. You can charge $25, and probably the people that buy that product most will be about someone who makes about $50,000 a year, because they can spend $25 and not really hurt. Right? Spend $20, $25 on a shirt, it's not really going to hurt them. If someone makes $1 million a year, they can spend $100 on a product and it's not really going to hurt them very much. It doesn't hurt their pocket. So you can target. So Bubba Gandy came in. I need to target people. Can you help me out? He's trying to get some free marketing advice. I said, absolutely. I said, give me $500, and if I don't give you 100 customers by Friday, you can have all $500 back. He said, what are you going to do? I said, don't worry about it. Give me $500, write me a check right now, and I'll bring you 100 customers in your door by Friday. Otherwise, I'll refund your check. I'll hold it until Friday. So we targeted people who have bought shrimp in the last 30 days who make $100,000 to $200,000 a year, who live in a 5-mile radius of his building. And what we did was we said, hey, give us your email address. Now he can market to them for the rest of his life. And in exchange for that, we'll give you 20% off the best tasting shrimp you've ever put in your mouth. Guaranteed. He called me yesterday. This was on Tuesday. He called me yesterday. He said, cash that check. He said, I don't know what you did, but you did it well. Cash it. He said, we've made tons of money. Thank you. What's that?
How do you target people that bought shrimp?
Yeah. Yeah, it's in their spending behavior. So you take someone who's done maybe online shopping and who likes shrimp. Or you can take someone who likes Bubba Gump shrimp or a high-end fancy restaurant. Bonefish Grill is very popular in our area. So we can target someone who is eaten at Bonefish Grill in the last 30 days through your location geotags and location services. Ryan, you can even target people who have walked into RioNet with their cell phone, and you can actually send an ad to them for the next 30 days just based upon offline conversion in your space. It's crazy. It's scary. Alexa's killing us. I mean, she's all over the place. Siri's in our heads. So what we did is we targeted Bonefish Grill, we targeted Bubba Gump, and Joe's Crab Shack. Those are all free things. We've been there in the last 30 days. And then we also did seafood markets, and we targeted even like shrimp boats, shrimp cruises, things like that in the last 30 days. And we said we want to make sure they make $100,000 to $200,000 because that's the kind of a high-end shrimp. And hey, we're going to give you 20% because actually people who use coupons are people who make the most amount of money.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions? Off his $500 investment, he made over $10,000 this week. On shrimp! Income! Oh, I'm going too far. Sorry. Let's go back. Income. Location, we talked about that. We can do a geographical location. Where do they hang out? Where does my customer hang out? Do they hang out at Joe's Crab Shack? Do they hang out at Bonefish Grill? Do they hang out at Starbucks? Where do you hang out? If you like hanging out there, probably your target audience does too. If you like going to a certain club, if you like going to a certain restaurant, start targeting those things. Just see if it works. Where do they hang out? What do they like? What do they like to do? What are their interests? Do they like to go climbing? We've got a CrossFit customer. We've done some Facebook marketing for him. And it's very easy to target Facebook with CrossFit because if there's one thing that's in common about CrossFit people, they love to talk about CrossFit. Right? I mean, if you had a vegan and someone does CrossFit in the room, who's going to talk about themselves first, right? Sorry. Is there any vegans in here? So, all right. If I offended you, I'm so sorry. But hashtag truth. All right, so what do they like? Do they like Amazon? Do they like Walmart? What do you like? Just look at you in the mirror and go, what do I like? I like bacon. By golly, I'm going to target bacon. What do they like? What do you like? What are their interests? What do they like to do? Where are they? Here's the deal. Here's the last one. This is one that people don't talk about much, but it's very important. Not so much for the screen printing industry, but really for everything else. But you can get on this. Think about, especially if you have a retail line, who you want to target, right? Are they associated with a group, association, or organization? If I wanted to target polos and dress shirts, custom embroidery to a lawyer, what is one association that I can put in Facebook that guarantees me I'm going to hit every single lawyer within a rock's throw of my building?
Snakes. Oh, wait a minute.
The bar. Every lawyer's got to take the bar or they ain't a lawyer. So if I want to target button-down shirts, high-end $60, $70 button-down shirts embroidered to people who wear them, a lawyer's probably going to wear them. We're not in the tie business, but we can make their tie look good with a shirt. And so I'm going to target someone who is making tons of money, $100,000 to $300,000 a year. We might even get a starving lawyer and put it down to $50,000 a year, who has taken the bar exam, who is the average age for us 25 to 45 years old. And I guarantee you that I'll make money off that. It's very easy. We got to think like you. How does people get you to buy things? Start thinking like them and start making some money. Number 2, clear objective. You need to understand your objective in order to dictate, not suggest which type of campaign that you would do. 5 objectives that every single person will fall into. I don't care who you are, what business you got, or what company you got. Every single one of you will fall into one of these. You're either selling a product, you're either building an email list or a following, you're either scheduling an appointment, you're prospecting, or you're generating inbound phone calls. I do a campaign for our chiropractor friends to make sure that every single month they're wanting to get inbound phone calls during a certain time frame. And so we've got a marketing strategy for them. Not only do they buy shirts from us, but they also do marketing with us. And so they pay us a retainer in order for them to get a certain amount of phone calls. And we do a generated lead with a landing page that generates phone calls to get appointments. You can get a massage, adjustment, and x-rays for $29. This week only. Today only. Get it while you can. The deal's good today. They click it, they give them their email address, they give them their phone number, they say, then it calls them right behind that. Or we can make it where it's a call fire number, and they can call a number that we get to track the analytics of, and that chiropractor now gets phone calls. And I said, listen, we're only as good as your receptionist is. You'll only make as much money as your receptionist does. If your receptionist is not ready and she's not answering the phone, you might as well just throw that money away. You're only as good as the person who answers the phone. If the person answering the phone sucks, get rid of them. They're losing you money. If they fumble, I don't know, how many shirts did he, what color shirt do you have, how many colors do you, listen, if there's not an intake form for your company that someone that's got 2 pieces of brain can follow, make one. Put it in front of them and say, you don't read anything else except what's on this list because we're about to do a campaign and if you can't make this happen, you're gone. Alright? So, these are the 5 objectives. Do you fall into one of those? Does your company fall into one of those? Or more than one of those? Understand your objective in order to dictate, not suggest. We don't want to, oh, maybe we'll do, no. Maybe you'll lose money. Understand your objective in order to dictate, not suggest which type of campaign should be. And those are the top 5 campaigns that everyone should fall into. All right, ingredient number 3, creating ads that actually get clicks. We can create ads all day long. If you're not getting clicks, it don't matter, right? Doesn't matter a hill of beans. So here's the component of an ad. You got the profile picture, right? Everybody's got a profile picture. Be real, build some trust. You're the face of the company. I'm going to pick on you, Ryan. Ryan's the face of the company. How many of you are in this industry and have watched a video with Ryan's face on it to learn something you didn't know? Thank you, sir. We owe our businesses to at least a couple of your videos. He's the face of RyleNet. I would challenge they take their R off their Facebook page and really just for one campaign put his face on it. Why? If they're going to do a campaign, 2 screen printers to get people to buy their products, if he puts his face on there, every single one of you just raise your hand, you've seen his face numerous times. He doesn't age. Right? That's free, all right? I'm serious. Try that on a campaign. Try putting your face on there because every single one of us is seeing your face, whether we like it or not.
He's got to wear a medium shirt, though.
We can wear a medium. He's got guns. And your arms are getting bigger every video. I don't know what you're doing, but stop it, all right? My wife's stumbling. All right, so profile picture. You got your business name, be relatable, not spammy. You can create a Facebook page to do an ad that just resonates with them. Lawyershirts.com. I just made that up, can you tell? Lawyer shirts, you know? And you can not be spammy though. You can do it with your brand. You can create a Facebook page in about 2.3 seconds and make another one, and you can do targeted ads. Have you ever had a targeted ad and you click over their page and they've got no post? You're like, I don't know about you. But you clicked that ad, didn't you? All right? You got the post text. In the post text, you want to be compelling. This is what you actually read, right? You read this. It's above the picture. I should have put a sample of that, but just pull up Facebook. You got it. Post text. Be compelling. Give the best reason to click. Click today. This is over tomorrow. Click right now. If you don't click today, here today, gone tomorrow. Come on. All right? You want to be compelling. You don't want to be, you ever seen those? They got all these arrows and things and emojis and all these things pointing to where they're clicking. No. Be real. Don't be spammy, but give them a reason to click. All right? You got the image. This is the eye catcher. We want to make sure that your image is good. It's going to catch their eyes. I'll give you some resources at the end that you can do an image in about 5 seconds. And I'll show you a trick on Google that you can get. Actually, I'll just tell you. If you go to Google Images and go to Search Tools and click down, you can filter by image size. And here's the cool thing. You can actually filter by usage rights. Did anybody know that? Yeah. Not everyone knows that. My graphic designer didn't know that. I'm like, wake up. I was like, did you know that? No, I didn't know that, sir. I'm like, well, that's okay. She goes, I make my own. I don't distill anything. Thank you, humble. I appreciate that. But yeah, you can go to the search tools and then you can go to usage rights. There's a drop down and it says reuse, permission to reuse, or use for commercial. If you're doing DTG and someone's like, hey man, I saw this shirt on T-Fury and I want to make sure that I get this. It was $20, that's too high. How much would it be for you to take 3 hours and design this shirt and print one shirt for me? And if my grandma likes it, she might get one too. $40. Well, that's more expensive than the $20 shirt on T-Fury.
Could you do that again and I just record that?
At the after party. Right? You ever had those customers come in? And you're like, shut the front door. Like, what are you doing? No, I can't do that. So we got smart, right? And what we did was, all right, we'll take that image and see if it's in the usage rights for free commercial use. Because let's just be honest, a lot of those people just take stuff off Google, kind of rework it, put it on a shirt, and charge way too much for it. Right? And they're selling thousands of them. So you can do that, it's free. All right? And you can use it over and over and not get sued, because I've gotten some cease and desist. All right, so headline. Headline, main benefit or problem you're solving. Listen, when we're doing Facebook marketing, actually your business in general, we're not in the business of printing shirts. We're in the business of solving a problem. What is the problem that every single customer that walks in our doors has?
They don't have enough shirts.
They don't have any shirts. Thank God they got one on. Right? Ryan, what is the problem you're solving in RyleNet?
How to print more shirts.
How to print more shirts.
Better shirts.
Education. Supplies. Marketing. Help. Machines. All these things. That's the problem. If we've got a problem, he can solve it. Check out the hook while his DJ revolves it, okay? All right? We're in the problem-solving business. A lot of our customers come to us because their supplier takes too long. We're in the fast shirt business. That's the main benefit, the problem. It's not important. Don't spend a bunch of time on it. All right? Just the first thing you think is probably the best. Put it in there. All right? Then we got a description. This is reassurance. You can put anything you want in the description that is below the headline and above the link and to the left of the call to action button. You can put anything that you want in there, and it gives you reassurance and guarantees extra benefits. The display link sums up your services. You can put anything you want in there. ilovebacon.com. And you can be going to roundnets.com, but you can do that. You can put anything you want there. It doesn't have to match. They may disapprove it if it doesn't match. Just submit it back and say, hey, my bad. Can you just go ahead and pass that on? And most of the time they'll do it because they're just working in the cubicle anyways. All right. So you could be going to rocketshirts.com, but what we can put is on there is resonates with them. Lawyershirts.com. And they click it and it actually goes to Rocket Shirts. That can be misleading, so don't get too crazy, but you can put anything you want there. And then the call to action button correlates with your offer. What is your offer?
Buy now.
Yeah, did you say buy now?
No.
Don't put buy now. Buy now means that when I click this button, I'm going to have to give you money. We don't want to take their money on the first click. We want to build value on why we deserve their money. So the offer that you need, and we're going to get to this, you're ahead of me. You don't want to put buy now. You want to put learn more, sign up, shop now. Shop now is less intrusive than buy now because I can do anything I want to shop. I don't have to buy. But if you've got good retargeting, then you've got them all day long. Hey, just shop now. Click right here. We sent out an email yesterday. We're doing Christmas in July on July 25th. All of our retail stuff is going to be starting at $5. And we're getting rid of a lot of our retail stuff in order to make all our new fall line that's coming out for our schools and things like that. And I sent an email out yesterday, and I did it because I was just trying to be aware. It was like 5:25, everybody's in rush hour traffic, and literally my email says, hey friends, I know you're stuck in traffic on your way home, just want to give you a heads up. We're doing Christmas in July next Wednesday on July 25th. All of our shirts are starting at $5. I would love for you to go ahead and jump on over now, get your eye on what you want, so you can pounce on it when the sale goes live. That's all we did. We generated $11,231 last night because people didn't want to wait until we're almost out of stock. Our Christmas in July sale is going to be me and my staff staring at like 4 shirts right now. The sales keep coming in. I just checked the email a second ago, and the sales keep coming in. They're buying a $30 hoodie in July. It's going to be $10 next Wednesday. What is wrong with people? I didn't even mean for that email to sell anything. I literally wanted them to go to our site in order to get into our funnel and to be retargeted. So when the sale comes in, they've seen that product over and over 4, 5, 6, 7 times before Wednesday.
So they're buying at current pricing, not...
Yeah, I ain't put the sale on yet. I will have no inventory for our sale.
Are you going to be like, those companies where if you lower the price within 30 days and they buy it, you'll give them money back?
No. What we will do is we're probably going to print the shirts of our old designs just to have stock so people can walk in the store and buy some more stuff. It's crazy. Call to action. Don't do buy now. Do shop now. It will be less intrusive. Learn more. Build value on that. The best way to turn clicks into customers is to have good ad copy. We're about to jump into this. This is so important. So important, all right? How to write persuasive ad copy. We have 7 triggers that every single person will fall into. Number 1 is fear. You can do fear of missing out. Oklahoma Shirt Company does a good job at that. Project 615, if you follow that brand in Nashville, I don't know why you would, but they're really popular in Tennessee. Project 615 is really good at that. Hey, this is it. Only 10 left, only 12 left, only 20 left. FOMO. Do you have FOMO? You can even say that. State their fear. Darn right I got FOMO. Oh yeah, what is FOMO? I got FOMO. I don't know. Fear of missing out. Scarcity. We can couple fear and scarcity together. Hey, don't miss out on this product. There's only 5 spots left. Hey, don't miss out on this workshop. There's only 3 spots left. Hey, don't miss out on making sure that you get this subscription because there's only 2 days left. There's only 24 hours left. We are talking about minutes. Don't miss it. Can I use your line, Justin?
All day.
All day. Do it today or regret it tomorrow. Do it now or regret it next month. Are you creeped out right now, by the way? That I know so much about you? I've become a student. No, we'll talk later. It's good. It's a good thing. I admire what you guys are doing, so thank you for what you do.
Thank you for the kind words.
Yeah. Tell a story. Raise your hand if you follow Shirt Kong on Instagram. Is ShirtCon here? Okay. Yo, that's one of the coolest Instagrams you can follow. ShirtCon. They are constantly telling a story of their product. Printed Threads, are they here?
Yeah.
Yes! Is that you guys?
Yeah.
I want to shake your hand. That was you printing all those shirts yesterday, wasn't it? That stack of shirts in time lapse, was that you?
Yeah.
My man. It says, if we print these shirts fast enough, does the weekend come sooner? I was like, that's genius. I love it. I love it. I screenshot it. You probably got that notification, and I stored that to use. I love it. ShirtCon follows, and they do that. They tell a story of their brand, the behind the scenes. Go to ShirtCon's website if you got a laptop, and they got a video playing from art output to completion of art on their screen printing tab. It's the background video. It'll take you all the way through the steps. It's telling their story. Telling their story. Tell your story. Your story's worth something. What our customers say every single day, I feel more educated coming out of your company than I've ever come out of any shirt company in the world. We want to educate our customers. I don't mind taking them to the back and showing them the process. We just hosted 25 little twerps that is in a business camp this week, and they came in, they're all like 12 and 13, thinking they're like about to graduate high school, and got the attitude like nobody's business, and we humbled that real quick, right? We put them in a 110-degree warehouse and said, you're about to print your own shirt. Oh no, I like to print my own shirt. We're going to show you from start to finish what it means. And the director looked at me and says, I had no idea it took so much time to create our shirts. She goes, I appreciate you more now than you ever know. I said, can I quote that? She said, absolutely. I said, can I shoot a video right quick? She goes, absolutely. That's one of our ads right now. It's our engagement awareness ads. I am more educated now than I was when I walked into Rocket Shirts. Thank you, Rocket Shirts, for being a partner with the Business Education Partnership in the Small Business Camp this week. Y'all, you put that at $5 a day, and you'll get people coming in going, man, we saw y'all on Facebook. Y'all, man, this is really cool. This is good. All right, be funny. Printed Threads does a great job. ShirtCon does a great job. Those are two people. Superior EQ. You guys here? I think I saw your logo. Superior EQ. Yes, you guys do a great job. Thank you. Oklahoma Shirt Company. These are people that you should be following on social media. They're geniuses at it. If I haven't got to you, I will. I'll stalk you some point. All right, just hang on. I'm constantly looking at geniuses. You guys are doing a great job. Tell a story. Be funny. You guys are funny. Be funny. People like to laugh. All right? Curiosity. Hey, do you wonder how much time it takes to create one shirt? Well, yeah, I'm curious. Click it. There's a video. Now you can, hey, get a quote for this shirt. Get a quote for this. Now they got into your funnel. They clicked through. Incentive. All t-shirts, $20. Oh, really? 10 minutes left? All right, y'all come to my workshop. All right. Incentive. T-shirts are $20 a piece, but today they're 2 for $30. Buy one for $20 or 2 for $30. That's your incentive. And then join a cause. This always sells. Does anyone follow Project 615? That's another one. All right, go ahead and add that to your arsenal. These guys are in Nashville. They give hundreds of $1,000s away every single year, and it's a cause. And they have a massive following. Massive following. Like, I feel like everyone but 2 people in Tennessee don't know who they are. It's insane. Listen, you always are competing with friends, family, the Kardashians. I was going to put Trump, we're always competing, right? So you got to stand out. That slide's old. But you're always competing with friends, family, the Kardashians. You got to stand out to make sure this happens. A picture is worth 10,000 words. You've always heard it say a picture's worth 1,000 words. That's actually inaccurate. Printers Inc., March 10th, 1927. This man right here quoted this right here. And this is the K in the rocket strategy of creating clicks to customers. Ingredient number 4 is a killer image or video. People respond to your image before reading your ad, but the image isn't as important as your offer. They will respond. They will see your picture before they'll read your ad, but the image is not as important as your offer. If you have a slick image and a sucky offer, they will keep going. I've also seen the opposite, a really good offer and a really crappy image, and I still click. Sometimes people do it intentionally. Do it in like paint. You ever seen those guys that are like trying to sell you some webinar, and it's like got like scribbles on it, and you're like, your 2-year-old do that? I'm clicking. Add images, I forgot. Add images cannot contain more than 20% of text. Less is more. More text will always equal lower conversions. Keep that in mind. Facebook has a tool for that. If you are in doubt, upload that, and they'll tell you exactly how much text you have and if it's too much. So keep that in mind. You want to tell your story through imagery, not through text. Let the ad copy be your text.
Do you find that sometimes they kick it out, and then if you'll appeal it, they'll go ahead and...
Sometimes, but typically if they appeal it, they're just trying to get your money and your ad will actually not show. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to give me enough effort to appeal something, and you're like, hey, I'm trying to spend $20 a day, I'm like, all right, but it ain't going to show. I'll take your $20 a day and never show your ad. Next time, if you get one that needs to be appealed and you appeal it, watch your conversion rate. Compare to, and do it, change your text, do another one, do a split A/B testing, and do another one with smaller text or less text and see if it converts better. It can be the same exact offer. And see which one actually converts better. And I guarantee you that the one with less text will convert better, but they took your money on the other one. Video ads, Facebook videos receive 10 to 30% more views and populate up to 11 times larger in news feeds. They are bigger, they will show larger in your news feed. If you're not using video, jump on that, get on that. A short and sweet yet relevant video is more impactful and more memorable than any image you will ever give. All right? A video is 40% more likely to be shared than an image. If you've never done this in your shop, I would highly recommend doing Facebook Live. It is the easiest way to connect with your customer instantly. They'll get a notification, talk about a promotion you're going on, give them a behind-the-scenes look, take them into the dark room. Hey, today we're in the dark room. This is what it looks like. This is how we make a screen. Hey, hey, hey. And they're like, wow, that's really cool. And you're like, yeah. And you're not selling anything, but you're going Facebook Live, and it's very easy to connect with your audience because video, and they'll share it. Especially my mom. Listen, I can tell my mom a bag of poop and she's going to buy it. You know what I mean? I'm like, Mom, I'm starting an adventure. What is it? It's a bag of poop. Honey, I'll buy 10. I love you. All right, thank you. Listen, get your mom on board, whatever you're doing, right? If mama's not on board, ain't nobody on board. If she doesn't like the product, you got a bad product. Right? Let's just be honest. If grandma don't like your product, you got a bad product. If dad don't like your product, he's just apathetic. It doesn't matter. So, it's okay. He don't care. Is it football? No. All right. Ingredient number 5, effective landing pages. This is very important, and we can actually probably get in here. A landing page you send Facebook to is sometimes more important than the ad itself. Not only do you have to create an ad, you have to create a landing page. Sending them to your home page and thinking that they're going to navigate through your web page to find the offer that you have suggested is 100% inaccurate. Create, especially if you have Shopify, it's very easy if you have products to create a collection and send them to that collection with some ad copy. A landing page will always be almost more important in converting clicks to customers than the ad itself. Grab their email, grab their phone number. If you're grabbing a phone number, you best be following up. If someone's comfortable enough to give you their phone number and not a fake one, you better be following up because they are begging for your business. 15 seconds is the maximum time users will spend deciding that they want to stay on the page, or press the back button, or start a new Google search, or figure out they got a booger in their nose and end up buying from another competitor. Right? Oh man, what is this? And then they go somewhere else. Happens. We just talked about it. Bruce just talked about it. We run this rabbit trail and we end up clicking somewhere else and going somewhere else. You have 15 seconds. Grab them quickly. The easiest way to grab someone on the landing page is video. Hey, thanks for clicking. We're so glad you're here. Fill out the form below. We'll follow up with you in the next 2 to 3 hours, the next 4 hours, the next 5 hours, the next 24 hours. Hey, fill out the quote form below. We'll get back to you within 1 business hour with your quote. Automatically plays. They're not going to read that. They don't have to think. It takes more calories to think than it does not to think. If your ad and landing page cannot pass the grunt test, and if a caveman can't go at it and go and give you his information, it's too complicated. Okay? If you can't measure it, you can't improve it. Okay? Peter Drucker said that. If you can't measure it, you can't improve it. And this is the last, the 6th ingredient, track. Metrics that need to be measured. Measure engagement. Bruce talked about that. The difference between engagement and conversions is you're building awareness with engagement. Likes and comments and shares is engagement. Clicks is conversion. There's a difference. You also want to measure your reach. You also want to measure your click-through rate. Also want to measure your cost per action. In Facebook, you can measure your cost per action, which means that if they click it, how many actually buy? And so if my cost per action is $10 and I'm selling a $5 shirt, I need to kill the ad. I'm losing money, and you need to measure that. Ad frequency is very important. You want to stay around the 1.5 to 2. How many times they're seeing your ad per person, between 1.5 and 2. All this is in the ad manager. And then your relevant score. You want to stay a 5 or above of your relevant score. If your relevant score on your Facebook ad is less than 5, you're not being relevant at all. You may think you are, but Facebook tells you differently. Kill the ad, you're wasting money. You need to stay at a 5 at a minimum. 8 is perfect. If you get above an 8, wow, you're doing great.
Where do you see that?
It's all in the ad manager. Yeah, all that's in the business manager, the ad manager. You can click on the campaign and the ad, and if you want to talk about that, if you want us to talk about walking through building an ad, you're more than glad to do that for you, and you can do that. But it's in the ad manager. Never do marketing that you can't measure, friends. All right? Let's talk about market rocketing real quick. I don't know if you guys want to do this. I know you asked about a course. We offer a course, marketingrocket.net. We start one about once a quarter. We're doing one August 1st. It's for startups. It's not meant for anyone who is a large business. It's $297, and you don't really have money for marketing, but you have maybe $300 in your back pocket that you can spend. I'm going to walk with you from August 1st for about 7 to 8 weeks. We'll do a video every single week of walking you exactly step by step on how we build ads. We can do that, so that's for someone that doesn't have any marketing dollars and not our ideal client. And we do offer a $1,000 a month package, and we will do your marketing for you. This is for someone who's probably doing, $500,000 to $1 million in sales, and we would love to help you out with that. For $1,000 a month, we'll do all your Facebook marketing for you. If we don't convert, if you don't get 3 to 5 times your money, you can have your money back. We're not mad about that. That means that we haven't done something well. We don't understand your objective very well, and we have failed you at that. And so if you want to do that, this is our best clients, our medium-sized business. They got money for marketing. Here's what we want at Marketing Rocket. We want to be your part-time intern that you don't have to think about or train. If that is you, I'd love to talk to you if you want to. If you're a big corporation and you can spend $10,000 a month or so in marketing, just hire somebody. You don't need us. But if you're a medium-sized business and you want to talk about marketing, I'd love to help you out with that. It's for growing medium-sized business. We only take 10 clients at a time. It's a very boutique kind of philosophy. We don't want to go above that. We've got about 6 clients right now. We've got about 4 openings right now. We've got one more opening in August. It's a 3-month commitment minimum. So if you signed up today, because we can't really do Facebook marketing in 30 days and prove our concept to you. But you can cancel within 60 days. There's no contracts in that, okay? Marketing Rocket, marketingrocket.net. Text ROCKET to 66866 to receive 2 free resources. You'll receive the targeting PDF. It'll walk you through the gender, age, income, places, where you hang out, where you live, all those things. I will also give you a PDF on that as well that will show you the importance and the difference of advertising on mobile versus desktop. Mobile versus desktop, and how each one shines and where the relevant places are for those. So if you wanted to do that, and you can always connect with me. I'm on Instagram, Shelby_Craig. I'm on Twitter at Shelby_Craig. I will not become Facebook friends with you, and that's nothing against you, but here's the reason why. I have 2 foster kids, and I got to protect their privacy and those things right there. But you can hit me up on Messenger, m.me/Shelby.Craig, and I'll respond back to that as quickly as possible. So if you have asked me, I know there's many of you who have asked me to be friends. Don't take it personal. I got girls to protect, all right? Until we get those girls adopted, you may see in 6 to 8 weeks I've become friends with a lot of you. And that's when you know we've adopted, and you can celebrate that with me, okay? There it is. You cannot set that. It's going to tell you how awesome. That tells you how relevant it is. If it's below 1 or below, you're not really resonating with people. If it's 2's a good number, 2's a great number. Anything above 2, you're just annoying people. That means your audience is too small. Because if I see an ad 4 or 5 times, you're just annoying me. Like, I hate you. Like, and again, the people who don't click your ad are more important than the people who do. So if you're annoying me and I click hide ad, which means I reported it as spam, then your relevant score goes way down. You're really wasting money. So you want to stay in that wheelhouse. If you see that it's hitting them too much, just back down your ad spend. Hey, I didn't tell them. It was in my podcast, and it's on Printavo's website. A great rule of thumb for marketing to get clicks is about $20 a day. Okay? If you're spending $5 or $10 on Boost, don't do that. Just Venmo me $5 or $10 and you'll get the same results. Okay? I'll take it and do nothing just like Facebook and you won't get any results from it, okay? Is that cool? Yes?
The Christmas in July,
Yeah.
thing you did, how large of a net did you cast?
So we've got 5,000 what we call like VIP emails. Our total email list is about 8,000. 5,000 of those resonate with our brand on a regular basis through social media. The email client we use will constantly measure how often they come to our site and rate them VIP. Like I can only hit the VIPs if I wanted to. And then we've got prospects. We got a hot prospect. So we kind of segment that with. Yeah, and that's in our. We use Rare.io. Is our email client. You guys have probably never heard of that, but if you have Shopify, it is awesome. It's awesome, Rare.io. Yes, sir?
I experimented with some paid Facebook ads a couple months ago. Got tons of likes, tons of response, lots of share, very little conversion.
What was your offer?
It was a shirt special. We were running 100 shirts for like $4.
When they clicked on the link, where did they go? What was their call to action?
I didn't have it.
There you go.
There you go.
So what was their call to
Well,
action?
I tried to get them to contact us via email or phone call.
But then, now you're asking them to do something. They got to think about it.
Got to think of something.
Can't do it.
Okay.
All right. So you either grab their email, grab their name, email, and phone number, and you call them immediately, which is kind of creepy sometimes. Some people don't like it, but they've given you permission, right?
True.
Right? It's not like you fill out this. I just did this the other day. I got an ad for business funding, and we're looking at buying more space, another 7,000 square feet beside us in the long run, and not like tomorrow. And I was like, oh, let me see. And it says, hey, you can work with Robert Hershevek, which he's in Chicago, by the way, if you want to go like take his knees out. He's like at ASI. And I clicked on it. I gave him my information. I thought I was going to one company, and boy, my phone blew up. Right? You ever done that? You shop for health insurance or car insurance, you know, wherever. Matt, is he gone? Geico, man, they'll wear you out, right? They'll wear you out if you ever put your information. So that's what you're doing. They've given you permission. It's not a spammy where there's like multiple companies calling. They've given you permission to call them. And so that's what I would do. Or the landing pages has it where you can just buy that offer right there. And we do that a lot. We did a hoodie special where you got 25 hoodies and 25 t-shirts and 25 long sleeves for like $899. You buy it right then, and they did. They would buy that, and then we would follow up after they purchased that with where's your artwork and things like that through our shop. We also do it at Christmas time. We only do it on Black Friday. You can buy $500 in like a $500 gift card, and you can buy it for $300. You can buy $1,000 for $750. You can buy $5,000 for $3,000, and we sold a ton. We did about $52,000 in a weekend.
Can utilize that gift card at any time throughout.
No, I limited it to 3 months because January through March is one of our slowest seasons. So you buy it in December, you cannot redeem it until January through March. And we had, of that $52,000, we had $21,000 expire.
Oh.
Yeah, just money in my pocket.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you find it challenging to follow through? Well, probably not exactly. You do follow through on when things like that expire. Do you find that you lose those customers?
No,
You have a retail
I sent them
background.
email after email. Hey, homie, your stuff's expiring. Use it now. 30 days left, 15 days left. And then they came in afterwards, you know, and we bent the rules. Like if it's a pretty big client, we bent the rules. But they came in like, hey man, I know it ended on Friday and it's Tuesday. Can I get it? All right, yeah, we'll do that. And if it's like that, but if someone came in right now like, hey, can I use my Christmas gift card? No, dimwit. No.
And how much did you say ended up expiring?
$21,000 expired. Yeah, and it wasn't because we didn't try. We were honest. We sent them Facebook messages because when they did that, we put them in mini chat. I didn't really talk about that. And if you want to talk about that, I can. That could be a whole nother lecture. But we let them. We connected that to mini chat, so we were able to send out text messages and messenger notifications to that. And it wasn't that we didn't try. We wanted them to spend the money.
Which placements have you had the most success with?
Placements?
Placements?
Placements.
Facebook feed, Instagram, Messenger.
We suck at Instagram. And I'm trying to get there. That's why I stalk some of you guys. We suck at it. I mean, we will do a Facebook ad and it will target Instagram. We'll get a lot of likes and comments on Instagram, but it converts at almost zero. We do it because it doesn't cost that much more to have that placement. We have found that Facebook, specifically a mobile device, converts well. But listen, if you're doing Facebook advertising on a mobile device, make sure that your landing page is mobile friendly and the complete experience is mobile friendly. Because the moment that it's not, they're gone. So if you're not mobile friendly, if you're not responsive in your landing pages and your website, then just resort back to desktop. And never do marketing while someone's on the toilet. Here's what I mean by that. Do not do mobile marketing between the hours of 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. because the majority of people are on their phones taking a dump. And here's the deal. If you're asking them to buy something, do you have your wallet with your pants down? Do you? No. It's true, isn't it? Right? You never thought about that. So don't do marketing to people that's on the can. All right? So think about that. Don't do mobile marketing between the hours of 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. Do that. Don't even do marketing between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. unless it's engagement purposes, okay? And then during the day, do desktop. People are on their mobile devices the most during lunch hours and after work, okay? So just do desktop ads during the day because someone's always on Facebook. They got that tab open and they're going back and forth all day long, and let them see that ad. Just target on the desktop during the day if you're trying to do businesses. And then mobiles between the hours of 5 p.m. and midnight.
Like your gift card.
Yeah.
It's like one day, Black Friday, Saturday. How much lead time?
So we'll tease it about a week out and say, hey, this is coming up. And we'll say, sometimes we want to tell them what's going on. We'll say, hey, Black Friday's coming up. And people know that we do Black Friday sales a lot. And it's a cool thing to be able to do that. So we'll tease it about a week out. Like this past Wednesday, I teased 1 week out. Christmas in July is coming. We'd love for you to hey, jump on board, start prospecting what you want, start earmarking, bookmarking. And people did. They were sharing it and bookmarking things. We were able to see that. But then we made a ton of money because people didn't want to wait. And so yeah, give it about 7 days. And then you can create urgency in 3 days. And then you let it schedule. You can do that. So like, on a Wednesday, schedule the email for a Friday, and then the following Wednesday, and then Friday morning. Just type them all out in about 30 minutes, and then you don't have to think about it. Let it be automated. Just make sure your lists are updated. And you can also send out to Facebook, hey, we're doing a Black Friday sale. If you haven't subscribed to our emails, you'll know when it releases. Here's how you can subscribe, and you can build that up as well. And give them an offer. Hey, teachers are going to start at $5 on Black Friday. Hey, you can buy $500 in gift cards for $300. You can save 30% on your custom printed apparel on Black Friday only. Go ahead and subscribe to our email, and we'll see that stack up.
Shelby.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Shelby's going to be as part of one of the breakout sessions, so that'll be a great roundtable discussion. Everybody will be able to chat. No, that was awesome. That's Shelby.